Welcome back to another episode of Engrish to English. I, of course, am your host, Kevin. Let's just get right into it. Let's take a look. First off, we have a notice here. Notice, no washing hair or clothes in the toilet, please. You have to help me. This is pretty self-explanatory. They have the English right here, but as you can see at the bottom, this does come to us from English.com. I haven't seen this being a problem. Maybe just some restaurants. I don't know. Now, my first thought right off the bat, as everyone knows, Japan has the absolute most highest and best technology when it comes to the bathroom. Their toilets are really, really good. So I was thinking that maybe somebody might get confused that the spray nozzle thing, you know, the thing that sprays your tuchus, was for clothing or for hair, but I'm not exactly sure. I've only known one person ever to stick their head in the toilet, and he'll remain nameless. He knows who he is. I don't know. If this is a problem, let me know in the comments section below. There's really nothing to correct here other than I will say this. If this is a problem and you need to put up a notice sign for it, you may have a bigger problem on your hands than people just using your toilet as a wash basin. So I'll just leave that there. Let me know in the comments section below if you've ever seen a sign like this. I've not run into this being an issue. It's just odd that it's having to be said. So I'll just leave you with that. On to the next sign. So this next sign, it's somewhat scientifically accurate, but you wouldn't want to say it this way because it's offensive. Let's take a look. Deformed man toilet. Okay, so I'm laughing because this brings to mind the Hunchback of Notre Dame. The point here is when you call somebody deformed, in America, that's a bit offensive. Let me go ahead and tell you what I think this sign means. I believe this is a restroom capable of facilitating handicapped people, probably in wheelchairs, okay? When you say deformities, get pictures in your mind of somebody who's just monstrous, and that's not what they're saying here. Again, it's a bit too specific, right? So if you see somebody that doesn't have a leg, we don't know, and it's offensive to ask them, did you lose that leg or were you born that way? You would only ask that if you were really close friends, and if you were really close friends, you'd probably already know. Let me tell you something about me. I am not a PC, politically correct kind of person. If I feel it, I'm going to say it, even if it's not politically correct. This, though, it's kind of borderline just offensive. So you just don't really want to say that because it's out of people's control if they have to have a leg or an arm or something taken off, or if there's an accident, and it's really out of their control if they're born with that problem. So it's good just to avoid this type of thing. Use a symbol, the little handicap symbol or something, but that's what I think this is. If you think it's something else, leave those comments in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you think. Last episode, we talked about offensive shirts, or shirts that people had no clue what they said. Right off the bat, exactly what I was talking about. You may say, well, this has to be a fake shirt. Nobody would want to buy this shirt. And I'm here to tell you, the very first Japanese person that I showed this shirt to said, oh, that's funny, I want to buy that. So you can imagine, okay, that's true. You can imagine people buying this shirt and not really even knowing what it means. I'm going to go ahead and read it. I'm going to bleep it out. I'll read it for you. And here it goes. This is what it says. And there's no reason that all of that is on a shirt. I checked it out, I did a little bit of research. This is a real shirt. I really didn't have to do that much research because I've seen things like this on people wearing them in the mall, Mozo Mall. And I've seen people wearing things like this in Mozo Mall. So it's very odd. Try to avoid it. A good rule of thumb, a very good rule of thumb always is, if you don't know what a word means, don't use it. And if you don't know what is printed on a shirt, don't buy it, or at least ask somebody, preferably a native English speaker, so they can tell you whether or not it's right or wrong, and then move on, and then you can make an informed decision. But this shirt's just ridiculous. I mean, I cuss a lot. I mean, I'm very colorful with my words, but even I probably wouldn't wear a shirt like this. It's just really over the top. All right. That being said, that brings us to the end of another English to English show. But again, before I leave you, even though we had a few signs here that I didn't make any sense out of and wasn't able to tell you what I thought they meant because they meant nothing, I have something extraordinarily special for you to leave you with, for you to tell me what you think it is or what it means, all right? Back in America, not here because it's hard to find this stuff, I was a huge fan of Doritos. Who doesn't like Doritos? Unfortunately, the only Doritos I could find here is the one that are taco flavored that is kind of gross. The nacho cheese Doritos is my favorite. I have no clue who came up with this. I can tell you it's real. I kind of have an idea of why this is doing this. I'm not going to give you that idea. I want to hear from you. What in the hell does this mean? What does this mean? Take a look at this. This is actually a Doritos bag. It's like two guys dressed up in cheese costumes. And the one is kicking the other one in the private parts, in the junk. And I'm trying to figure out what does this mean? And I haven't translated this, so I don't know what it translates into. Maybe that would help me understand it, but I don't think so because there's really no explanation for what's going on here now. And unfortunately, the guy that's on top has some bad eyes because he has his glasses on. So that clears it right up. It looks like the Doritos are black, and this guy is kicking the other guy in the crotch. And you could go buy this at the store. What is going on here? I'm gonna just leave it up to you, all right? Let me know what you think is going on in this Doritos. You may have purchased this. You may have said, wow, yeah, that means, and I don't want to give you any ideas because I want to hear what you think, but that means this, or yeah, I get it, that means that. This means nothing other than this guy is kicking the other guy in the crotch, and the guy that's getting kicked in the crotch looks like he likes it. So please tell me in the comments what you think this is. Maybe even tell me, have you bought these before? Have you ever eaten these? What do they taste like? Let's have a discussion. You tell me what you think. Remember, I'm doing these videos, one, to have fun with English and help you have a little practice with English and see some of this wacko stuff that comes up and that I see on almost a daily basis. But the second reason is so you know about me. And remember, one-on-one sessions, Skype, homework help, business, any kind of business, English that you need help with, any kind of thing like that, contact me. There's links in the description of this video. Book some time. I can come to you. You can come to me. We can work that out. And I would love to help you meet your English goals. And who knows, maybe if you book me for a session, for a one-on-one session, I'll bring some Doritos like this and we can snack on some of crotch-kicking Doritos while we figure out what the world in English is all about. So until next time, thanks for letting me help you change your English to English.